And I'm excited today to share with you tools to help your life improve by taking advantage of your second chance. Welcome to the show. So those of you who are new viewers or new listeners, my name is Dan Lear. I'm a nationally recognized keynote speaker, best-selling author, but that doesn't mean jack. What's really important is that I'm here because 2.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with an incurable blood disease, and they told me that people that got what I have, a disease called amyloidosis, 40% of the people die in the first 12 months. And I'm here. I'm making it happen, but this is my second chance. And I want to share with you what it would be like to have a second chance and how my life has changed. So welcome to the show. So today we're going to talk about a little bit of what we talked about in the previous one, but we're going to dig into it a little deeper. And that is the past does not equal the future. All right. So one of the challenges that I've seen, and I know it's happened to me and I know it's happened to you because we're human beings and the way we're wired and the way we're constructed and our filters and our beliefs and our perceptions is that, of course, when things happen to us that aren't what we want, I mean, that's not good, right? We don't want that. And so things that happen to us bring us down, lower our self-esteem, change our perception about who we are. It changes how we think other people think about us. And so we walk around holding these feelings inside of our heart, inside of our soul, like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I didn't follow through on that, or I'm a loser, this, that, and the other. And we carry that crap around forever. And so what I'm suggesting is that everybody, and I mean everybody, has bad days. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody doesn't do the things they should on occasion. And so the reality is you, if you want your second chance and you want to live life to its fullest, you've got to let that go, man. You've got to let go of that past BS. You got to let go of it and take a step today and claim your future. You know, it can be about relationships. It can be about alcohol or drug abuse. It can be about integrity. It can be about anything. And the fact of the matter is, you know what's right and what's wrong, and you know what you did in the past. But the point is that many people keep living with that past, and it holds them down. So remember, you know, I was blessed, if you will. Sounds kind of corny, doesn't it? I was blessed to put in a situation where I almost died. And I say I was blessed because obviously I made it, or I'm here right now. But it changed the way I thought about the world. It changed about my position in the world and how I see myself. And so I want to share with you what I learned. And so, you know, here I am. I come out of the situation, and everybody's got stuff in their life they're not proud of. You know, I've been married previously, and I have 2 kids from a previous marriage. I had just gotten married to my wife Jennifer when I basically got diagnosed. I got diagnosed in April of 2017. Yeah, that's right, 2017. I guess we got married in October of 2010. But shortly after we got married, I was having issues where I was going to doctors. I had this condition called MGUS, which is the precursor to multiple myeloma. So here I am, you know, newly married, and I've got this issue going on. I've never been sick in my life, and oh my God, right? And so nobody's got a perfect life, but I'm telling you right now, you're not able to reach your true potential if you're focused on what happened in the past. It's like living your life or driving your car looking in the rearview mirror. So for me specifically, you know, I had certain things, I don't even know if they were beliefs, but we all, you know, I'm going to bring a diagram. We're going to break this down later. So I'm going to actually teach you, and I'm going to bring some diagram in here. We're going to make some stuff happen. But we grow up and we get our belief system. We get our beliefs from our environment, what people tell us, and the experiences we have. We have all this information coming through the world, which gets filtered through 3 different filters that we have that allow us to see things, hear things, depending on what our beliefs are, depending on all types of things. So the reality is that the world that we experience is just a small portion of what's really going on. Really deep thinking. So the point is on that is that what you're believing about yourself, what you're seeing about yourself, what you're feeling about yourself is such a small, minuscule part of what's possible for you, is that oftentimes we get focused on, you know, these things, and maybe they were big things, but the point of it is, it's your perception of what's going on. You don't know what other people think, and even if they did think it was bad or terrible, you are still here and you can make a change. But the point is, people are hanging on to that crap that stops them from moving forward. So here am I. They tell me I'm going to die. I'm not dead yet. I'm living. I'm here. And so when I started to get healthy, I realized there's some things I want to do, man. Here I am. I've been doing well. I built my keynote speaking business from, $1,500 a keynote. I'm up to $15,000 a keynote right now. I believe my fees are going to go up again. I've traveled around the world. I've worked with some amazing people. Oh, that's great. But the fact is that there's certain things that I wasn't doing, or I was caught up in these beliefs about what should be and what shouldn't be and how the world works, and my relationship with my wife and how I treated her. It's really interesting, and I can tell you this right now, because relationships are one of the most important things you're going to experience. Is I was treating the people closest to me got the worst of me, where the people that didn't know me got the best of me. Doesn't make any sense, right? Here I am, it's Dan Lear, the positive guy, Mr. On Fire. I'm out doing my thing, meeting people, doing keynote talks, signing books, doing trainings, all this kind of stuff. And I'm a great guy from my perspective. And then I go home to the people I love the most, my wife, maybe my kids, and I'm not the same guy. I'm maybe quick to judge, stuck in some language patterns, stuck in some disempowering beliefs. And so I really had to look at myself and say, dude, the past does not equal the future. Now, you've heard that saying before. Many of you know I worked with Tony Robbins for 6 years. That's one of his quotes that I love. The past does not equal the future. I'm sure he's not the first guy to say it, but he's the guy that I heard it from. And so I had to look at myself and say, just because that this is the way I was raised, or this is because I was doing this previously, doesn't mean that I have to do it again. And so when when they told me I was going to die, I told you that I don't know if I had 2 years left, 1 year left, 5 years left. I still don't know. But I made the decision that no matter how much time that I have, I'm going to have the best time possible. And I don't mean that I'm going to go party all the time. I mean that I'm going to have a life of happiness and peace. I'm going to treat people well. I'm going to give people my best. The people that are closest to me are going to get my best. And so it's about making a decision not to live in the past. So what I want you to do is think about yourself and some of the, we've all done things we're not proud of. But today, I want you to give yourself permission to forgive yourself and put that in the rearview mirror and start your life over today. Because if you were in my shoes and you almost died and you got a second chance, what would you be thinking about right now? Would you be still focused on those things you didn't accomplish last year, or maybe the relationship that you blew, or maybe you used to be some kind of maybe you used to have a user, you had a habit, dude, that's in the past. So look, it's about making a choice to live your best life ever, right? When they told me I was going to die, that's when I started to live again. That's what's called the second chance. So I just want to give you the gift to really think about this. I know you can't feel what I felt. I know you're not able to feel what I felt. I know that. It's easier said than done. And I want you to know that I've seen it, man. I've seen it. I've seen the depth of life. I've seen the thickness of it, and it ends quickly. I mean, I saw myself. I was laying on that bed. I thought I was going to die. I made the decision that if I ever get healthy and well again, I'm going to kick ass, treat people nice, do things like I never did before. And so when I started to improve, I followed through on my word. I always want to do a podcast with my wife. So we started doing one. I wanted to do some other things in my business, automate it and learn more about marketing. So I did that. I spent the last year literally learning about marketing and automation, because people like me are so far behind on the marketing side in this new world, new world. I mean, it's 2019 and people are still marketing like it's 2010. I was one of those guys. So it's my second chance, baby. Get rid of the rear view mirror stuff. Look forward, make a decision today that you're going to turn it over and be the best you can be. So I'd like you to make that commitment to yourself, that today's the day that you stop looking in the rearview mirror and you make a decision. Think about if you were going to die and you had your second chance, what would you do today? So great job today. Thanks for coming on board. My name is Dan Lear. This is called your second chance, because my second chance has been amazing, and I want to give you your second chance before you have to. My name's Dan Lear. Make it happen.
Lord knows, I'm heavy, I got my weight up. Robinson boost the rate up, it's time that somebody paid up.